Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings here. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shomot. Appreciate all y'all who jumped on board tonight with me on the live. It was a good time, 2 hours and 40 minutes. We appreciate your support of the channel, and thank you for jumping on with us. Once again, it was a good time. Sorry about some of the internet glitches later on in the evening. I don't know what's going on. I got multiple internets, and it seems like there's always some type of issue, and it's getting a little bit annoying, but I'm going to have to call Xfinity, Business, Comcast Business, and Hotwire because I got to see what the hell's going on with this thing because this is happening way too much. Nonetheless, appreciate all y'all jumping on board. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, like the video, and all that good stuff. I appreciate everything. This video is going to surprise you a little bit, maybe a little bit, maybe not. I don't know, but I know I've been highly critical when I talk about Aliyah Boston. I have been critical. I admit it. And I'm critical for a reason because I know she has ability to do things. And it comes down to a want to, a need to, a desire, a heart, a pulse, that fire, that dog, all those instincts in you that make you a great player. And those are the things that I've been clamoring for when it comes to her talking about her is when is that going to come out? When is that going to pop? And that's what I want to see when I'm looking at someone like Aliyah Boston. When I'm looking at Aliyah Boston, I'm looking for that dog. I'm looking for it. And here's the reality. And obviously, the most important player on this team is Caitlin Clark. There's no question about it. She is the engine that makes the ship run. She is the reason that you got what you got right now. She is who she is. She absolutely is. But when you look at this team outside of Caitlin Clark, the reality is this. Aliyah Boston is the most important player on the team. Aliyah Boston is the plug. Aliyah Boston is the center. Aliyah Boston is the key. Aliyah Boston is the connector. And what I mean by that is she's the person who's going to be running pick and roll a lot of times with Caitlin Clark. She's the one who's either going to catch a ball on a roll, catch a ball on a kick out, catch a ball some which way, for which she then has to make a decision largely shoot or pass. And that is going to be absolutely critical for the success of the Indiana Fever. Look, Indiana's going to win. They're going to win a lot of games this year. They're going to win a lot of games. But when you look at what this team is and what it can be, the one question mark about this team that I have is inside presence. It's inside presence. Natasha Howard is 6'2". DeWanna Bonner's 6'4", but 112 pounds. She's a wing. And inside presence, I mean on the offensive end. Defensively as well, but more so on the offensive end of the floor. Because this team is going to run and run and run and run. It has to run. It has to be playing breakneck UNLV, Loyola Marymount, late 80s, early 90s ball. That Hank Gathers, Bo Kimball ball that Marymount played, where they would score 100,000 points a game way back when. For those of you who are under the age of 35, you probably don't remember those teams. No, 35, probably no, 40. For those of you under the age of 40, you probably don't remember those teams. But those teams ran up and down the floor all game long. And that is the type of offensive strategy I would hope that Stephanie White is going to put into this team. Having watched brief clips of these videos of their workouts, it seems they are pushing pace. It seems like pace is being pushed in practices. Sorry, I am sweating my butt off. So from watching that, you see a up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. When you play up and down, you're going to give up buckets. Do not expect this team to give up 74 points a game. Even with improvements defensively, they're not going to be some defensive machine type of thing. You know what I mean? So when you look at it from that perspective, you've got to understand that Offensively, you have got to be efficient. You've got to be efficient. If you're running up and down the floor, you better be scoring. You can't be just you're running up and down the floor and shooting up bricks. But a major part of this offense is going to be Aliyah Boston. She's going to be a huge component. She is the inside presence. She is the person that's going to have to finish around the basket. It just is what it is. It is what it is. If you look at the rest of them, I mean, Damaris Dantes, she's a shooter. She's not a post player. We don't know what we're going to see from Michaela Timpson. We don't know. And then the rest of the team is basically a bunch of 6'1" guards. And that is why I keep voicing what I voice when I speak about the Bree Hall, Lexi Hull conversation. Because outside of DeWanna Bonner 6'4", Damaris Dantes 6'3", Natasha Howard 6'2", and Aliyah Boston 6'5", the rest of your team 5'8", 5'11", 6'1", 6 foot, 6'1", 6 foot. It's a bunch of 5'11", 6 foot players who are all basically the same. And what I mean by the same is they play the same position largely. They're wings. They're guards, wings. So Caitlin, point guard. Sydney Colson's 5'8", 5'9". Kelsey Mitchell is an undersized 2. So that meant, I'm sorry, I forgot Bree Turner. She's what, 6'3", something like that. Let me see. How tall is Bree Turner? She's 6'3". So yeah, I forgot Bree Turner. So besides that, it's guard, 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 guard. It is what it is. Sophie Cunningham, 6'1", Lexi Hall, 6'1", Bree Hall, 6 foot, 6'1". Even the draft pick Yvonne Ejim out of Gonzaga, 6'1". Caitlin's 5'11". Colson 5'9". Kelsey Mitchell 5'8", 5'9". That's what you've got. You've got one legit big, and then a bunch of hybrids. Howard's not a big. She's 6'2". She's thick, but she's not a big. We don't know what Timpson's going to be. She's a big, but she's 6'2". She plays a bigger role because she's got long-ass arms, but she's 6'2". And if you're relying on her to be the difference maker for this team as a rookie, I do think she'll make this team, and I do think she'll have an impact. But if you're expecting her to be a difference maker, that might be a stretch. But I think she'll make the team, and I think she will have some level of an impact, and she will be in the rotation, and she will play 10 minutes a game, 12 minutes a game, maybe 15. But when it comes down to ball swinging around, and all that, and what I did see in the video that I saw today largely was some crisp passing. Ball movement was really good in that practice footage. The ball movement was solid. Now, what I did also see was shoot the damn ball. Like there can be so much ball movement to the point where now you've passed up an open look, an open look, an open look, an open look, and now you don't even get a shot off. So they have to be very careful about that in not overpassing, because now there's so many weapons out there. Think about the weapons they lost to the weapons that they brought in. When you add up the points of Bonner, Howard, and Cunningham, you're talking 40 or so points of offense just from them. Because Bonner was like at 15 or so. Howard's about 17, 18. And then Cunningham's about 8 or 9. So you're looking at 40, 41, 39, 39, 39, 40, 41, 42 points per game from those players. What did you lose? You lost Melissa Smith 10 points a game, 11 points a game. And after that, you didn't lose. I mean, in fact, Bentley was hit and miss. She played, she didn't play. It was all over the place. Grace Berger didn't play. Wallace didn't play. Saxton didn't play. All these players didn't play. So Samuelson, 4 points, 4 points per game. Like, you didn't lose anything. So when you do the plus minus of what you got to what you lost, you're in a plus 25 or so. And that should let you know that you have weapons all over the floor, which is great for Caitlin Clark to find players as a point guard. But also, you got to be very careful because of the overpassing that can happen. What I don't want to see a lot of, and I see it a lot in the NBA, a lot of drive, open layup, don't take it, kick. Or drive, come over, dump off, open layup, don't take it, kick. I don't want to see that. I want to see finish, 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 finish. So that's Aliyah Boston. But again, even with passing, she's going to be the center of these passes, these passing, she's going to be the center of the actions. She's going to be in actions all the time. So her being one in tip-top shape, and I know you guys don't like, some of y'all don't like it, being in tip-top shape is vital. It's vital. Her being able to play 30 minutes a game at 100% is vital. There was a comment that Stephanie White made, just the terminology she made in describing Caitlin Clark. Work ethic and work style. And the way she differentiated the two was work ethic is you work hard, right? You put in the time, you put in the sweat, all that stuff. Work style, she equated to what I would call Kobe Bryant, which is balls to the wall. Every rep matters. Every rep is run at 100%. Everything you do is at 100%. So whether you work out for 1 hour or 4 hours, whatever it is that you're doing is going balls to the wall all the time. You're not taking plays off. You're not walking back on defense. You're not lollygagging the fuck around. You're in it all the time. You're all in at all times. And that's what the focus of the video was tonight in the live when I said they have gone all in, man. It's all or nothing. This season for the Indiana Fever is an all or nothing, pushing the chips into the center of the pot and saying, we need to win a championship. If we don't win a championship this year, if you're an Indiana Fever person, if you're on the Indiana Fever, you're saying we. I say Indiana. Okay, I'm a Fever fan, but if you're pushing all your chips in as Indiana Fever and you're saying we don't win a championship this year, this season is a failure. You can look at it whichever way you want. If the Indiana Fever do not win the championship this season, the season is a failure. 1,000% failure, because this team will not look the same in 2026. We can debate and we can argue salary cap and what your opinion of what the cap is going to look like, and the fact that the cap was 1.2, 1.3, now is 1.5 this season. I cannot see that damn cap jumping to more than $2.2 million. It's not going to jump from 1.5 to 3.5 or $3 million. It's not going to do that. I don't care what the TV money is. You've now divided it with an extra team. Next year, you're dividing with 2 extra teams. A year after, you're dividing with 4 extra teams in total. So from 12, when you made the deal, to 3 years from now, it'll be 16 teams. And now there's 4 more teams that got their hand in the pot. So again, this is an all-in. You pushed your chips in, and you running with a royal flush. You got a royal flush. That's what you're pushing in. Well, technically, you can't lose in a royal flush. So you're running in with a flush, a straight flush. And the only hand that can beat you is a royal flush. And you're banking on the fact that no one's going to have a royal flush. That's better, I think. Yeah, I think that's a better way to put it. You have a straight flush. The only hand on that table that can beat you will be a royal flush. And the odds of having a royal flush are so slim to almost none that it damn near never happens. But that's where you are right now. And presuming the health of this franchise, this team this season, this is regardless of whether I think Bree Hall or Lexi Hall, doesn't even matter. They're insignificant in this conversation. They're insignificant. Either one, they're the same player to me. Aliyah Boston has to be fucking dominant. Aliyah Boston has to take this thing personally. She has to make this her mission to shut loudmouths like me up. Please do it. I would love it. I would love it. I would love to be talking about the Indiana Fever come October, because that means they're playing in the finals. I would love it. So please do it. But she is absolutely the most important piece to this puzzle. She is the puzzle. She is the final piece that you stick in that damn puzzle to complete your puzzle. She is it. Because they don't have another one like her. They do not have another one like her on this team. They're not going to trade her. There's no one to trade her for. I know I've talked about that as well. There's no one to trade her for. And you're not going to get Asia Wilson. You're not going to get Jonquel Jones. You're not going to get even Angel Reese. You're not going to get Nafisa Collier. But although that would not be the best trade because you got no size then whatsoever in the paint. So you're not going to get one of those 6'5" bigs. The main one will be Jonquel Jones because you're not going to get Asia Wilson. You're not getting it. So what do you got to do? You need to be a motherfucking beast. You need to dominate. You need to take this damn shit personally. You need to make this your mission to shut people like me the fuck up. Dead ass serious. Because if you do that, Aliyah Boston, there is no doubt in my mind, none whatsoever. There's no doubt in my mind that if Aliyah Boston steps her game up and comes in prepared and comes in with an attitude, a chip on her shoulder, and understands that she is the key to the fucking car. She's the one that's going to get this thing done because we know what Caitlin's going to do. We know what Kelsey Mitchell's going to do. But you need that 6'5", 220-pound woman to freaking dominate people on the glass and own the paint. And if you do that, you're WNBA champions this year. That's my feeling. That's all I got. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with my position on this or do you not? I'd love to hear what you have to say. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And once again, I know I've been fucking critical of her, but she is the key to this fucking piece. She is the key piece to getting this done. Because if she's not getting it done, they are not going to win a championship this year. And pushing all in, they'll get caught with a royal flush. That's all I got. Like, subscribe, and follow. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate you so very, very much. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. Come on now.